Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. It's January the 3rd, Tuesday, and these are the charts of the day. Well, the markets had an interesting day today, gapping up and running and then backing off sharply midday, but coming on at the end of the day. So it was a good way to start the day with the Dow up over 100 and the rest of the indices strong, particularly NASDAQ. But I'm going to show you some stocks and a couple shorts. But on the long side, AERI, one of our swing trades, looks like it might be emerging out of this coil. Today it popped a little bit, got up to 40, closed 38 and 75. Not thrilled with the close, but up 90 cents, 2.4%. Volume increased a bit. Maybe signaling it's about ready to make a move. We'll see. The key resistance, about 43, 3.25. And if it gets through that, my intermediate target is going to be up around 60. My short-term target, 45. So let's see what happens with that one. CBAY. Now, normally I wouldn't give you a stock at $1.90, but after hours, stock traded up on big news, positive drug news. The stock exploded, pulled back, is in a rising wedge now. After hours, you'll see the pattern right there. And with that kind of a pattern and a close near the upper end of the range, his stock may gap and run tomorrow. When I look at the pattern on an hourly basis, I see where resistance lies. But on a daily basis, you'll see the highs back in April, May, about 304. We're right there now. We get through that, we may very well see 5. So this is an area where you're going to watch this stock tomorrow morning, and we'll keep an eye on it for you. There's 4.3 days to cover. And they had some positive news. We shall see if it's able to make a big move or not, or whether it's one of those poppers and droppers. But they entered into an exclusive license agreement with Kowa Pharmaceuticals. C-Beta received up to $250 million in upfront and milestone payments, $15 million upfront, an additional $190 million in payments based on specifics. So we'll see what happens. Now, CETX, what a nice move in the stock, really. Fantastic little swing trade. It popped, pulled back from the wedge, and exploded. There's your breakaway gap. And it's run up to my target at 8 today. 8. Reached as high as 8.25. It's up in my target zone, so I'd look for some pullback consolidation. But ultimately, this could be a stock that reaches in the low teens, maybe 12, 13. CRNT popped across resistance today. Did it with 1.6 million, as big as volume was traded in 3 months, or 2 months. Anyway, it looks like to me it's going to make a run at the 340 range. Secondary target about 4.25. DEPO, on rumors of a takeover and a bid, the stock popped today, not only jumping 232 or almost 13% on 6.4 million, but closing near the upper end of the range. A very positive development. Key resistance now lies about 21.5. We'll be watching this gap and its double top. We get through that, we're looking at a $24.5, $25 stock. And with 9.5 days to cover, we know something worthwhile. Well, with gas taking a 10% hit today, natural gas, TGAZ ultra short, ripped. With a big breakaway gap on 107 million, by far the biggest volume ever traded. The stock has taken off and broken through 2 moving averages and declining topside, it appears. Your target would be upwards of about 4.75 and then 5.25. Keep an eye on this one. GEO extended its move. You can see the stock is broken out. Volume needs to be a little bit better, but the stock looks like it's headed for a run up towards the 37.5, 38, so my next target, and then 40. Well, gold had a really good day, and JNUG exploded after the pop last week and the pullback on Friday. There was no downside follow-through. That's key. It was an inside day and a positive one, but with big volume, JNUG and Nugget both did the same thing. And for me, I want to see if these two can get any kind of follow-through to take out Friday's highs. Nugget being 926 and JNUG being 720. We get through that, we're going to have an extension on this move into the, let's call it, $8 range on JNUG, and Nugget potentially up around the 9.5, 10 zone. Supernus may be on the verge of coming out as it stuck its head out today, and volume increased to about 400,000. If we can get this now up above 27,710, look out, because you're looking at a $32, $34 stock. Valero popped out of a wedge, jumped 210 and 3%. Important move today, 4.4 million. You can see the next resistance and target looks to me about 73 and 3/4, 74. And lastly on the long side was Zion. What a nice day as it broke through a triple top closing into the upper end of the range, jumping 236 or 15%. The volume was the best in about 6 weeks. So for me now, I'm looking for 21. On the short side, a couple of our recent boxer shorts are doing well. Ambarella down $1.59 or about 3%. On a positive day in the market, not a good sign, or a good sign if you're short, of course. And it looks like the bear coil may be breaking. This stock could be headed for 48 real quick. Dexcom, same thing here. Roll over it. Took out key support. I'm thinking we're going to see 56.5 very quickly, maybe tomorrow. But this could really fall down into the high 40s. Keep an eye on this one. Technicals look terrible. And folks, that's it for tonight. Have a good evening.